You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. So I was whining to my wife the other day, said, I need new glasses. And she said, well, get some. I couldn't tighten them anymore. They were scratched. You know the thing, right? But I didn't want to go through the process because you have to make the appointment. You have to spend weeks to get them done. And you got to pay a fortune, right? That's real. But I did. I spent $500 on frames and glasses, and that was cheap. And then I ordered a pair from my sponsor, Zenni Optical, for $70. Zenni is an online eyewear shop, prescription glasses, sunglasses, blue light lenses, starting at under $30. You go to Zenni.com, you pick a frame, upload your prescription, and they ship it to your door. No appointment, no store, no upsell at the counter. And by the way, if you are saying, do I really need new glasses, or do I have to put up with one pair to do everything I need to do for the next 2 years? No! You can get what you want starting at under $30. And if you've never bought glasses online, don't worry about it. I haven't either. Zenni has a virtual try-on so you can see exactly how the frame looks before you commit to buying them, with no salesman looking at you saying, those look good, but these expensive ones would look better. No, you don't get that. I'm excited. I can't wait to get my Zenni glasses and tell you more about them. If your glasses are overdue for a refresh, now's the time. Go to Zenni.com/podcast and use the code podcast15 for 15% off your first order. The styles sell out, so don't sit on it. That's Zenni.com/podcast. Promo code podcast15. What if there were a formula for automatic motivation? What if there were a way that you could instantly find yourself unblocked and on your way? Because you know that's how it all happens, right? When you get excited, you take off running. What if there's a formula? Well, I wouldn't say there's a 1 + 1 = 2 formula, but there is something if you keep your eye on for, will change everything. We'll talk about that today. It is the Daily Boost from motivationtomove.com. Stand up, take a step, repeat. That's the super secret, not so secret, recipe for success. Essentially, decide what you want, stand up, start going after it, and keep going until you get there. And that becomes the issue. That is the biggest challenge. And I see it as just a really positive thing. I just see it as you testing the universe, testing your goals, testing your desires. It's you being pushed back just a little bit to see, do you really want it? I've always seen it like that. Do I like it? Hell no, I don't like it. I want it to be easy, but it's not always easy. So if we do that, if we stand up, if we take a step, if we repeat, and we just keep going, no matter how hard it gets until we get what we want, life is good. And that's, of course, what we do here every single day on this podcast. My name is Scott Smith, founder, chief motivating officer here at motivationtomove.com. Happy you're here today. Can I tell you something? This morning, I started my day via Zoom in Beijing, China. I got done with that, and I immediately went to Italy. I don't know what city I went to in Italy. Then I swung back around. I was on the phone to St. Pete, Florida, and then off to San Diego, California. And when I get done with this call, I'm going to Maui, Hawaii via Zoom. Wow, it's amazing. All of these are coaching calls. Some folks have asked, what's the entree into coaching? Well, it's 60-minute coaching sessions. That's what you do. Go to motivationtomove.com. Check out the 60-minute coaching session. It gives you a great chance to experience what I can do for you, how I can help, whether it's with your personal life. And in a big way these days, business. We are building some cool businesses right now. But that's how you start. So if you're interested, go check that out and then let me know if I can help you. Over the years, I have learned something. I've learned a lot, hopefully. Usually the hard way, usually the school of hard knocks. Yes, or as my mom calls it, the school of hard-headed knocks. It's me being hard-headed. My wife says that too. But there is a trait, a singular trait that I've noticed that holds people back. It is responsible for stopping you in your tracks. And the sad part is, you can see it, sort of. It's right there, top of mind. You are aware of it. It's in your dreams. It's in your daydreams. It's in your lucid dreams. It's everywhere. It's on your mind. It affects it everything you do. And yet, while you can see it so clearly, you might not be able to identify it, articulate it. You can't put a word to it. Can't put a vision to it. You might not even thought about it. You might not, maybe what you said is, why can't I get from here to there? If you're at a shopping mall like I go to and you stop at that directory, you see the directory, it says, you are here. I can never get where I want to go. I can't quite figure it out. So I have to kind of swing past Victoria's Secret and the cookie store, and then I can find whatever I want. But I just really can't see exactly what I need to get to. So what's going on? That little trait is that you're being too vague in your vision. Now, I think you have a vision. Certainly if you're an entrepreneur or a business owner, a business leader of any kind, you have to have a vision. You're the keeper of the vision to grow your business. You have to have what that is and then pour that belief into people so that they can have the same vision, right? But at the same time, as a personal person, just being you, as maybe a leader of a family, or maybe you're single, it's just you and yourself and you. You have to have a vision as well. Now, most people who build a successful life, here's what happened. Just notice this over the years. This is paying attention to the way life works way too many times. Most folks get into life and they don't have a precise vision of the future. They don't have the clarity they need. How many people do you know that got out of school and just went on to college and then got a job offer and ended up someplace and they ended up married and ended up with a house and ended up with kids and ended up divorced and ended up broke or ended up rich? They just ended up right? They didn't have a clarity or vision. They had an idea where they were heading, but it wasn't clear. They have a vague idea what they want, but then the universe just kicks in gear. It happens that way. It's energy, right? So as soon as you move into the energy, it kicks in gear. Opportunity arrives. Whether you ask for that particular opportunity or not, it shows up. It looks pretty good. Oh, that's a good paycheck. I'll take it. Life is good. It's satisfying. It's wonderful. Until it's not. There is a day that will come when you will desire more. You may find yourself stuck behind an obstacle of indecision and frustration. You may find yourself confused, lacking direction, fearful, seeking the motivation that will drive you forward. I chat with a lot of people like this every single day, and that's exactly where they are, which is exactly why I worded it that way. Didn't make it up. It's real. It's going to feel like there's a cloudy haze over your future. There's no clear path to success, and there's no motivation to go for it. Now, today's podcast is how to get automatic motivation. The formula for that. How do you do that? Well, we know part of it is removing vagueness from your life. We know that already. And there's no need to worry because you can solve it very simply. Here's what you do. Another day is going to dawn. The sun's going to rise. And you're going to realize that a general and non-specific approach to your future is not the fuel that will power you. It's like you're a gas engine and you're putting diesel in your tank. It's not going to work. Being too vague does not build a vision. It builds confusion for you and others. If you can't describe what you want, how can somebody help you get there? There is a time that's going to come when you're going to choose a very specific path for your wants, your needs, and desires. One day, it could come after a bad day at work. It could come after I've had enough moments. It could come after a bottle of wine. It just happened to me about 20 years ago. Looking in the mirror, drinking a bottle of wine, late at night at the office going, holy crap, when is this going to come to an end? I said other words too. So it was after end of a long week and a long day of lack of specificity, just following whatever came through my door, and probably a cheap bottle of wine that got me to that point where I said, enough's enough. It was that day I chose absolute clarity. And you will too. You'll turn your head away from anything that doesn't provide a clear path. You'll simply see it as confusing. You'll say, no, I don't go there. You can go there. And anybody who communicates to you in a less than clear way is going to be a waste of time for you. You're not even going to see it. It's going to take you some time. I promise that. It won't happen tomorrow morning, although it may. What do you mean by that? It may. Well, there's a chance that you've been seeking that clarity for 20 years. You just haven't got to that point. That instant change that happens. All change happens instantly. It's just, when is it going to happen? Just because you want it today doesn't mean you're ready for it today. It might take 20 years to get to it. So maybe Maybe tomorrow morning you'll get out of bed after hearing this podcast and go, oh, I know what I'm going to do. You'll see that first step clearly, the one at the beginning part of your path. Was it Confucius who said the journey of 1,000 miles begins with one step, single step? When you do, magic will absolutely happen. Everything changes when you go from being vague to being specific. So in a sense, when you want to get what you want, when you want to get that automatic motivation, when you want to have a formula for it, the formula is really, really very simple. You don't have to do a 1 + 1. You don't have to multiply, divide. You don't have to do anything. You just have to know that you have to disregard vague and go to specific. Because one day you will define exactly what you want when you're ready. It's as if the teacher will arrive when the student's ready. The vagueness will disappear instantly, just like that. Your new focus will create excitement. It's going to manifest into automatic motivation. You're going to naturally move forward. You know it's true because you've done it before. Anytime you're excited about something, what do? You go do it. If you're not excited, you don't do it. That's what you're trying to get to, that thing that gets you excited. You can see so clearly, you're going to go after it no matter what. If you want something different in life, clearly and precisely express what you mean. When you do, you will strike gold in time and be off and running on your new adventure automatically. I know this podcast is going to reach a lot of folks. So Scott, you didn't tell me exactly what to do. Tell you what, I'm going to be the one guy that you listen to that says I can't do that. I'm not going to lie to you. Got to get you in the right mindset. You got to understand that you have to let some stuff go, make some space, chill out a little bit, give a chance to do some thinking, decide what you want with clarity, and just like that, magically, law of attraction kicks into gear. You start to get what you want. I'm not going to lie to you. It takes some time. Ask that question, how do you want to feel as well? I forgot to ask at the beginning of the podcast. How do you want to feel? Ask that right now and make sure it's really good. Have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday right here on the Daily Boost.